Greetings, my saplings. Alright, so in today's video, we are going to be discussing a very large restock that is going to be occurring for Yeezys. So specifically in today's video, we're going to be breaking it up into what's restocking and when are they restocking. Then in addition to that, we'll be talking about what you should do now with your pairs if you have any of them, some resale predictions for after the release if you're interested in copying some for resale purposes if you want to make a couple of bucks or so, and of course I'm just going to briefly mention how to cop any and all of these Yeezys in the most simple and effective ways. Now before I get started, I just wanted to mention that this might not actually be classified as a restock. Some may call this a re-release. If the manufacturing dates on the inside of the shoe is different, it is a re-release, not a restock. But just for the purpose of simplicity, we're going to be calling all of this a restock, just to avoid any confusion, really. Also, guys, I've been meaning to make this video for a very long time. I know a lot of you guys already know that this is going to be happening, and some of you guys might not know. The truth is, it's just been really hard to find time for this video with all the how to cop guides. However, we're kind of at a slow month right now. Not too much heat is dropping, so now that I have time, I'm definitely going to be informing you of this restock, because like always, guys, I'm always trying to keep you guys 100% updated. But you know, who cares? Let's just get started, right? So to kick it off with what's restocking and when are they restocking, first month we're going to be talking about is September. And in September, first, we have the Cream Yeezy Boost 350 V2. Then we also have the Yeezy 700 Wave Runner. Now, both of these shoes were initially supposed to restock this summer. However, they were delayed to September. And also, another disclaimer, this is all subject to change. So all these dates could change. However, I am still pretty confident that this is going down. It just might not go down in September. So far, this is the info we're getting, though. Anyway, moving on to the next month, which is going to be October. In October, we have the Zebras restocking. Not only the Zebras, but we also have the Yeebras, also known as the Frozen Yellow V2s restocking. I also just felt like, why not mention it? The Sesames are also going to be restocking in this month, and the Sesames were one of the Yeezys that were again supposed to be releasing in summer. However, they were unfortunately pushed back to October. I don't know why this is, but this is the way they're rolling with it. We could have had an awesome summer, but you know, they decided to push it back. So at least we have fall to look forward to, guys, because there's plenty of stuff. Anyway, moving on to the next month and the final month that we'll be discussing, we have November. In November, we have the Blushes restocking. Not only those, but I just felt like I should mention, of course, since it's on the screen, we have the new 700 releasing in that month. Now, the final shoe that I wanted to mention that may potentially be restocking, although it is very far from confirmed. None of this is actually 100% confirmed, although it's 99% going to happen. But for this next shoe, I want to make it very clear that this is far from confirmed. And this, my friends, is going to be for the green stripe Yeezy. If you guys remember, for the Black Friday Yeezys, we had the brown stripe, the green stripe, and the red stripe. And Yeezy Mafia has always been a little vague when they have lackluster information. And you know, if they get something wrong or do something bad, they'll just scapegoat an intern. So in this case, they're using the vague tactic to avoid getting called out for being wrong, although they may potentially have info on a possible green stripe restock, and who knows, maybe even a red stripe restock. Again, guys, I'm not 100% if this is actually going to happen, but I just felt like I would let you know just based off of the tweet that I saw from Yeezy Mafia. Now, so we got all these Yeezys coming out in fall. What do you do? If you're holding pairs, what do you do? If you have just some pairs that you've been wearing, what should you do? Well, first, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing. So right now, as you can see, I have a pair of Zebras right here. I also have a pair of 700s right here. If you ask me what I'm going to do, I'm going to just continue to wear the shoes because frankly, I like the way the shoes look. I like the way they look with certain outfits. And honestly, I couldn't care less if the hype were to hypothetically die on them. Not only that, but if they were just to lose all resale value altogether, which I don't think it's going to happen, and we'll talk about that later. But just hypothetically, if they were to lose all hype, if they were to restock so much where they would sit on shelves, I would still enjoy wearing these two sneakers. So personally, I'm going to be keeping my pairs. I don't care. However, I do want to mention, if you don't enjoy rocking these sneakers and perhaps you're holding 9 or 10 pairs or maybe 3 or 4 pairs DS and you were hoping that the value would rise, guys, I'm just going to tell you right now, sell them ASAP, just as soon as you can, just to be safe. Although I don't think these restocks are going to be very big, I think that there's going to be a decent amount of stock to where it would hinder the rise of the value in these shoes over a long period of time. Already, these shoes weren't rising in price very much at all. But with these restocks coming, you can definitely expect that prices won't really rise much further. If anything, there's a small possibility that they could even go down. The reason I don't think it's very likely that they'll go down, though, is just the simple fact that there's not going to be a lot of stock for these, except for one shoe, and that one shoe is going to be the creams. There's supposed to be a lot more stock on the cream V2s in comparison to the others, and no, I'm not saying there's going to be millions of them, because frankly, I don't think that that's true. I don't know if Yeezy Mafia tweeted that out as a joke, or if it was actually info they received. Sorry to interrupt here, but as I was editing the video, I was rereading the exact tweet, the exact wording of it, and I picked up on the fact that it said next July, not this July, so that does actually leave room for the possibility that there is going to be millions of pairs of creams. However, just for this specific release coming this fall, I want to make it very clear that it's only going to be around probably over 150,000. It's not going to be millions, but Yeezy Mafia, there's definitely a chance that Yeezy Mafia is correct in the fact that there is going to be millions of pairs releasing next July. But what I've heard is it's going to be around 150,000 pairs, and that is substantially greater than all of the other shoes. And if that's substantially greater, you can tell that the others may be in like the 20K range to perhaps the 60K range, which honestly, guys, don't get me wrong, that is a lot of stock. But my essential point here is just that the creams will definitely take a heavy hit, and I don't think you'll be able to profit off of the creams at all. But all the other shoes, I think that they won't really go down much at all. If anything, they'll go down a little. But I'm still going to say, unless you like wearing your shoes as much as I do, just sell them now because they're not going up anytime soon. I guess the logic I'm going by here would essentially be better to be safe than sorry, because you got nothing to lose. They're not going to be going up much after this. But now let's continue on the topic of, will these shoes resell after these restocks? So like I was mentioning previously, I really do think you'll be able to profit off of all of these shoes that are restocking, even if the Yeebras, which have really lackluster demand, I think you'll be able to make a small amount of profit off of those. Then also the Zebras, I think you can make money off of those, the 700s. You guys get the picture. However, it's just those creams that I would stay away from. I still think that if you're going to want to buy a pair after the release, you'll have to pay over retail. However, if you're the one selling, you might have to pay shipping, perhaps PayPal fees, or if you want to sell on StockX, you got to pay the 12.5%. So honestly, guys, I wouldn't go for the creams for resale purposes just because of the heavy stock, but all the others you should be fine with. Now, to conclude the video, I just want to briefly mention how to cop these efficiently and very, very easily. The first thing you should do is download the Adidas app, not the Adidas Confirmed app. That is now over with. They are no longer using that for Yeezy drops. I don't know why they moved over to the Adidas app, but this is just how they're going to be doing it. So make sure you have the Adidas app downloaded, you make an account, and you get ready for some CAPTCHA questions. Not only the Adidas app, but another great way to cop Yeezys on release date is going to be YeezySupply.com. Yeezy Supply has just been amazing lately. I think it's because of the great influx in stock with a lot of these Yeezys. It's been a very, very smooth process when trying to check out any Yeezy that has dropped so far. You could be 5 minutes late going for a rare size and still get that size. So honestly, guys, Yeezy Supply is a fantastic way to go. And unlike what it used to be before, where it would be a random drop time, now it is set for 9 a.m. Eastern time. Not only that, but just a quick tip, make sure you use autofill if you can set that up. Just go into your Google Chrome settings and set it up there. You don't need any add-ons. Of course, the #1 way to get any Yeezy will be on Adidas.com. Hypothetically, if they only were to release them on Adidas.com, it's still going to be very easy to cop pairs, even if there's not a lot of pairs releasing. And all we got to do here is use the multiple people jig. By using this, all you got to do is set up a bunch of Chrome users, and on each Chrome user, just open one tab for the splash page. The reason we do this is because it keeps your cookies different. Adidas YEEZY.com tracks your cookies rather than your IP address. Now, you might run into some security errors, but don't worry. I'll make videos how to get out of all those errors. I've made videos in the past. In fact, feel free to check out this video that talks about more of the errors, and also this video that just walks you through step by step for the multiple people jig. But this video isn't really going to go too in depth into the how to cop portion. I'll make separate videos for that. This was just more or less to talk about the restock in general as a whole. And another thing I wanted to mention is that, of course, consortium stores should also be getting these. There'll be raffles, there'll be first come first serves, and don't worry guys, I'll make these updated videos. I'll be sending out links on my Twitter, so all I could suggest to you guys is turn on post notifications and subscribe if you're new. But with that, I'll conclude today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, or if you perhaps learned a thing or two, feel free to leave a like. That would mean a lot to me. Not only that, but again, if you're new, feel free to subscribe and turn on post notifications to stay 100% updated. With that though, good luck on all these releases, and I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Get your foot off my foot.